I'm going to walk you through the basic structure of the Ultimate Video System so you understand exactly the big picture of what we're trying to do. So as you go through the different training modules, you understand what you want to keep focused on in the back of your mind. I don't want you to get lost or confused at any step of the way because I'm going to be providing you with some fast and easy ways to do things, but also some more advanced and cooler ways to do things. You don't always have to do both. But the most important thing is that you hold this process in mind. Okay, to make money, to set up your business, this is essentially what you want. The first step is to choose your product. Okay, I mean, this is pretty straightforward, but basically that is going to be the first thing that we're going to go through because you need to know what it is that you want to sell, and not just what you want to sell, but also what is really going to sell for you. You know, the last thing you want to do is spend your time making something that isn't going to be able to sell. So the first thing we're going to do is walk through that. Pretty self-explanatory. The basic idea is to start in the right place by choosing a product that you know people want to pay money to get. Okay, so choosing the product. The next step is going to be creating that product. I mean, obviously, in order for you to make any money, once you have an idea, you have to actually be able to bring that product into existence. Now, I'm going to give you a lot of resources for this. So I'm going to show you how to create one using the software. You're going to have other options like, done for you options and themes and templates and things like that. Again, if there are basic and advanced videos in the various modules as you go through them, don't let it get you confused. You don't necessarily need to do them all. They're just there for your reference. Because your goals may be different, because your ability and your comfort with technology or the amount of time you have to spend on your business varies, I didn't want to just give you the simplest basic thing because there are advanced ways to get more out of what you're doing. So I'm giving you both. It doesn't mean you need to do them all. If you just go through each of the modules and do the simplest thing, it will still get you up and running. Okay? But if you want, you can do the advanced stuff too. So the second thing is to actually create the product. You have to have a video course to be able to sell in order to make any money. The third step is going to be to set up your website. Now again, here's another place where I'm going to give you a couple of ways to do this. I'm going to give you a cheap, easy, free, fast way to do this. And you can 100% do that and do nothing, no other method. Or I'm going to give you templates and things like that where then you can go in and you could do more advanced things. But if you aren't comfortable with that, don't let that stop you. The most important thing is that you get through these 5 steps as fast as possible. Because once you do that, you can start making money. And then you can use that money to fuel making more money. You can make more products, then you can get into the advanced stuff. So go through the basic stuff, then go back and go through the advanced stuff if you're ready. So you got to get a website set up with that one-page sales site so you can start making sales. Now, after that site is set, the next step is to monetize that site. Just having a web page by itself isn't enough. You need to have payment processing embedded on the site. And there's a couple of other things. And again, I walk you through it. And it's important that you focus on getting through each of these steps. So you want to choose a product as quickly as you can, create the product as quickly as you can, set up your website as quickly as you can, monetize it as quickly as you can. Then you're ready to start making money. Okay, then you're ready to actually start making sales and getting traffic. And then that is where we're going to get to this. Getting traffic and making sales. And this is the 5 sort of step loop, if you will. You can do this as many times as you want. So focus on speed to begin with. Don't worry about perfection. After you've done one, you've made a few dollars, you can go back and do it again and again and again and again and keep getting better and doing more and things like that. But this way you get that forward momentum. Now, the get traffic, make sales thing, I want to focus on for a minute because this is the one where I'm going to give you a bunch of different things you could do here. And here's the idea with traffic, and I'll go over this in the traffic section. There isn't any one way to do this, and you don't need to do them all, but you can. In other words, the more traffic tactics you use, the more sales, more traffic you're going to get. So it's that simple. Do you have to do them all to make any sales? You don't. You could pick one method that I show you and just really dig in and go with it. But just know that it won't grow as quickly if you just do one. If you're doing them all, then great, you'll be able to get faster results. But again, it will be more work to do that. So you choose what's right for you, but just know that don't get confused or overwhelmed if you see 6 different traffic tactics. You don't need to do them all. You can pick just one and get started, make a few sales, and then you can expand. So that's the key with the Ultimate Video System. What I want you to keep in mind as you go through the modules is that initially it is about speed. It is about getting your first product chosen, getting your first product created, setting up that website, monetizing it, and getting traffic and making sales. Ideally, you could do this if you have some time to work on it, literally in a few days. You can get at least the first 4 of these things done and get the 5th one started. All right, now it may take you longer than that, and that's fine, but you want to make sure you get that done as quickly as possible. Okay, because once you do that and you start building momentum, it gets really exciting and you're going to want to do more and more. So that's the overview of the Ultimate Video System. It's what you want to keep in mind as you go through it, and make sure that as quickly as possible you get all 5 of these things set up and get the process rolling and building momentum for you.